We're here with Kevin Kisslinger, head golf pro at GOLFTEC here in the Metro Milwaukee area. Two locations. We've got Mequon and Wauwatosa. Wauwatosa. Let's go west instead of south. So every coach in any sport is going to fixate on hips. Like, I don't care what the sport is, baseball, football, lacrosse, golf. Their best athletes have great hips. And great hips is the ability to control them and to have mobile hips. So what do you see with your students that struggle with hip swing?
I teach a lot of really fit students, right?
Yep.
And they're coordinated, they know how to move, and they struggle to move. Right? And they struggle to have the mobility to really rotate, especially on the downswing, and that's where a lot of the power comes from. And you know that they're understanding what you're saying, you're doing drills, and their hips, especially at speed, just can't move. And then you start to really wonder how much of that is affected from just really being so tight and not actually having that ability to do it.
Right.
You know, because they know how to do it in slow motion, but they just can't get it at speed with that.
Can't produce power. So you've got to train for power in a controlled setting in order to replicate that power in a golf swing on the course or with you. And it's not rocket science. I don't work in an industry that is highly complicated. We sit too much. Mm-hmm. We sit in our cars, we sit at our desk, we sit when we're eating, and our hips get very tight because of that. It's really straightforward. So in order to get mobility, to walk, to run, to swing a golf club, to climb stairs, to play with grandkids, whatever, we're going to rob range of motion down the chain from our knees or up the chain from our lumbar spine. And what do we see with young and aging golfers? What do we see with Tiger Woods? Blowing backs out. Knees are really hurting, and because there's been too much rotational force put on joints that aren't doing that because the hips aren't working. So we developed cheat patterns, and some of the primary ways to improve mobility is going to be finding your belly breathing. I know that sounds quite esoteric. We can talk about that in another video, but finding that rest and digest where your body just down regulates and you're in a more peaceful place when you're swinging the club or doing life is going to improve mobility. But we can show a simple 3 triplanar tall half kneeling hip stretch where toes are in the ground, tall half kneeling, so you're staying up here. You're getting some extension through that hip by firing your glute and not flexing through your lumbar spine too much. And you're simply staying here, and you're going to, keeping that glute engaged, drive forward a little bit and feel that stretch in the front of your hip capsule. So straight ahead, put that foot out at a 45, and you can slide into that and get a little more stretch on the inside part of your hip. And then you can go way out to the side, and again, open that hip up. Mine are a little tight. Glutes in, and just driving forward. So 5 here, 5 there, 5 out to the side. Tall half kneeling hip mobility work.
I do that every day.
There we go.
So that's how I start each workout program. I do that at the house, and it's been amazing how different my legs feel.
Good.
From the breathing, it really works. So
awesome. There's your tip of the day for hip mobility.